go! Woo, woo. Here come the Spy Kids. Let's go this way. Kids, Spy Kids.
The pandemic in itself caught the nation off guard. We were all just wondering, how do we navigate through this new shift that we are having to do immediately? There was really no time. So it was just a day or so in between knowing that we had to suspend school for children 6 weeks to 5 years old. How do you really provide an educational platform for that age group? Early childhood learners in the midst of a pandemic, remote learning. So everyone knew what they had to do. Everyone had a plan, and we had an action plan. Parents had to definitely be their children's first teacher during this time. Teachers would touch base with their parents via phone to see how they were doing. We were able to get laptops for every teacher and teacher assistant. No matter what the role was within Head Start, we were able to issue laptops to all of our staff members so that they could do their job well and with excellence. Through the grant that we have through the Office of Head Start, I was able to purchase Hatch tablets for every student. So the teacher with her laptop and the children with the Hatch tablets were able to continue the learning process. We were able to also put together packets for parents to pick up, to have learning packets, and that was the way in which we continued to work with our families. When the shelves were bare and you couldn't find toilet paper or you couldn't find, hand sanitizer or gloves and masks, we put together bags and bags of PPE supplies and material, and we had those either delivered to our families or families were able to pick those up. Just really trying to continue to stay engaged with our families. Another thing that we did was we were eager to welcome them back, but I definitely put together a COVID packet for welcoming them back into our centers. Things looked different when they came back. There were certain things that we did in the past that we could no longer do. Parents were accustomed to bringing their kids into the classroom, walking them to the door. Now we have to greet our parents and our students in the lobby or at the entrance of the center in order to keep our students, our staff, and our families safe. So we continue to sanitize our facilities throughout the day. We make sure that our parents have the information and materials that they need to understand and know what is going on inside that classroom, even though they may not be able to go inside the classroom. Another thing that we try to do too is to make sure that our parents are aware of all the resources that they have through the agency. The Urban League continues to provide parents with car seats, diapers, coats, masks, hand sanitizer. We continue to do wraparound services for our families. So we don't want the pandemic to be a barrier to supporting our families and giving them what they need to feel whole. I'm the third of 8 children. My dad is Elder Willie Wilson, Sr., and my mother is Missionary Marlena Wilson. They grew up in Blytheville, Osceola, Luxor, Arkansas. They are 85 and 86 years old, and they were not able to obtain their high school education because of having to work in the fields, and there was always a desire for them to have a higher education or even just to graduate from high school. So having 8 children, their goal was to make sure that their children received the education that they needed. I'm very humbled by their work and their just endurance to support 8 kids. It's just amazing how they did it. Even though the older 4 had to take care of the younger 4, I found myself taking care of everyone. I use my sisters and brothers as my students. I love teaching from as early as I can remember. And they listen to me. They say that I was strict and mean, but I don't believe that. I know that even to this day, I say what I mean and I mean what I say, but I also care and I have passion and compassion for others, but I do have a focus and it's a focus on doing what's best for everyone and taking care of people. I'm a servant leader. I love taking care of people. I love serving.
So Dr. Diggs is someone who is truly blessed because she is able to take her passion and turn it into her profession. And when you get a chance to work with her every single day, you get to see that passion in action. She looks at every single one of our Head Start students, all 1,000 of them, as young people who can become educators, doctors, lawyers, elected officials, business people, and the leaders of America of tomorrow. And so when you look at the time, the effort, the resources, and the energy that she puts into her work, you can't help but be inspired and want to do even more to help our young people be the best that they can be.
When I think about my strength, I think about my faith. And what immediately comes to mind is the joy of the Lord is my strength. And my father is a pastor, my mother is a missionary, so I grew up in the church. And that is my foundation, that is my rock. I believe in the power of prayer, and I believe that that helped me to work through any situation that may come my way. I also believe that being fair and consistent is the platform on which I stand. I believe in being transparent. I believe in providing a service to others. So those are the things that keep me going, making sure that everyone is taken care of. I probably want to take care of people more than they want to be taken care of. So I probably am a little bit extra in that area, but I do want to serve, and I want to be able to give people what they need so that they can be whole. I think about my husband. We've been married for over 40 years. He is a strong foundation for me also, and continues to support me in my career. My children and my grandchildren and their family, their spouses are also supports. I also appreciate all the professional educators that have had a hand in who I am. Definitely Dr. Art McCoy, we work together in several districts, and I appreciate his wisdom, even though I'm older than he is. I'm very appreciative to the Urban League of Metropolitan St. Louis. I've never had the opportunity to work in an organization of this magnitude. It speaks to who I am. Mr. McMillan, his whole purpose is to serve. I am just happy to be a part of his team.
Congratulations, Dr. Gwendolyn Diggs, for being the 2021 Stellar Performer in Education for the St. Louis American Foundation. You truly deserve this recognition, this award, and the Urban League family could not be prouder of you. Thank you for all that you do.
I just appreciate the fact that I am entrusted in this position as Vice President of Head Start, Early Head Start, to serve the largest employee base in the agency, and also to work with kids and families in the community. I'm humbled.
Is that faster? Faster? Faster?